Hi, and welcome to our 5-minute tax update, which for this month will cover local and tax treaty developments of March 2021. Let's have a closer look at these developments. During this month, the long-awaited Council Directive on Administrative Cooperation in the field of taxation, commonly known as Tax 6, has been transposed into the Cyprus tax legislation. Intermediaries and taxpayers must now submit information concerning reportable cross-border arrangements through the electronic platform Ariadne. The good news, and in recognition of the long delay in passing the legislation, the Cyprus tax authorities have announced that there will be no imposition of administrative fines for overdue submission of information until the 30th of June 2021. We will not get into the details of this law, as a special Tax 6 webcast will be released in the coming days, which will analyze the key provisions of the legislation and guidelines. As a result of the long delay in the release of the new tax return form for companies, a decree was issued this month which extends the submission deadline for the 2019 corporate income tax return and the 2019 income tax return filed by individuals preparing audited financial statements. This is extended from the 31st of March 2021 to the 30th of September 2021. Our next development relates to a measure initially voted in 2020 following the COVID-19 outbreak, which provided tax incentives to landlords so as to voluntarily reduce the rent charged to tenants. These are now extended for the tax year 2021, and the amendments are made in the income tax law and the special defense contribution law. The laws clarify that the tax incentives apply only to the rental of immovable property to businesses whose operations have been suspended and are specifically included in the relevant decree issued on the 8th of January 2021. For the details, please refer to our tax alert. Moving on to some tax treaty developments, in late February, Cyprus and Germany signed a protocol amending the treaty for the avoidance of double taxation concerning taxes on income and capital between the two EU countries. The signed protocol introduces minimum standards of the base erosion and profit shifting actions of the OECD related to bilateral agreements. We will close off today's tax update with a brief reminder of the upcoming deadlines for March and April 2021. The 31st of March is the deadline for submitting a revised tax return for 2016 for companies or individuals preparing audited financial statements. As per the amending assessment and collection of taxes law, the deadline for submission of a revised tax return is 3 years from the due date of submission of the original return. In the case of the tax year 2016, the due date was extended by a tax department announcement from the 31st of March 2018 to the 30th of June 2018. It should be noted that it is not clear from the legislation whether the 3 years count from the original due date or the unofficially extended date. If the latter, then the tax office should issue an announcement confirming this. The 30th of April is the deadline for the payment of the first installment of the premium tax for insurance companies in the life business sector for 2021. This concludes our tax update for this month. Thank you for watching.